Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, one of the most powerful books ever written on success and mindset. This book isn't just about money. It's about mastering your thoughts, developing unshakable belief, and turning dreams into reality. Hill studied the world's most successful people and revealed 13 principles that can change your life. If you're ready to level up your mindset and start building the life you've always wanted, let's get into it. Chapter 1. Desire, the starting point of all achievement. Everything begins with a burning desire. According to Napoleon Hill, desire isn't just a wish or a hope. It's a definite goal backed by unwavering determination. All great achievements, whether small or world-changing, start with someone who wanted something badly enough that they refused to quit until it was theirs. Hill shares the story of Edwin C. Barnes, a man who desired to become a business partner of Thomas Edison. Not an employee, not an intern, but a partner. He had no money, no connections, and no plan except a fierce belief in his goal. That belief drove him to take a freight train to Edison's office and present himself. While he didn't become a partner overnight, his persistence earned him a job, and eventually the opportunity he dreamed of. This chapter teaches us that vague desires bring vague results. You must define exactly what you want. Hill suggests writing it down, how much money you want when you want it, and what you're willing to give in return. Then read this aloud to yourself daily, morning and night. Why? Because repetition turns desire into faith, and faith, mixed with action, becomes reality. The takeaway? Burning desire is more than just wanting. It's about deciding, committing, and acting until your dream is real. Chapter 2. Faith, belief, is your inner power. Faith, in the context of success, isn't about religion. It's about trusting yourself. It's the emotional fuel that turns desire into reality. Napoleon Hill emphasizes that no goal can be reached without first believing you can achieve it. The moment you deeply believe, you begin to attract the ideas, people, and opportunities that move you forward. But how do you develop this unshakable faith? Hill introduces a powerful tool called Autosuggestion, the practice of feeding your subconscious mind positive affirmations daily. By repeating your goals and desires out loud, especially in the morning and before bed, you begin to program your mind for success. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between reality and repetition. If you consistently affirm that you are confident, capable, and destined for greatness, your actions will begin to reflect those beliefs. And eventually, so will your results. Hill reminds us that faith is the antidote to fear. You can't fear failure and still expect to succeed. You must choose belief even when nothing around you supports it yet. The key takeaway? Faith isn't passive hope, it's active conviction. Start feeding your mind with belief, and watch your outer world begin to shift in response. Chapter 3. Autosuggestion, programming the subconscious. Autosuggestion is the bridge between what you desire and what your mind believes. Napoleon Hill explains it as the act of deliberately influencing your subconscious through repeated, intentional thoughts. It's how you train your brain to accept success as a reality even before it physically happens. Think of your mind as fertile soil. What you plant, through your thoughts and words, grows. If you constantly repeat goals like, I am confident, or I am attracting wealth, your subconscious begins to accept those statements as truth. Over time, your behaviors align with those beliefs, and you begin to act with purpose and certainty. Hill emphasizes that it's not enough to simply think your goals. You must speak them out loud, visualize them clearly, and feel the emotion behind them. This emotional repetition creates a strong imprint in your subconscious, making your mind work for you, not against you. Do this every morning and night. Read your goals aloud, imagine them already achieved, and feel the excitement of success. With time, doubt fades, belief grows, and action becomes natural. The formula is simple. Repetition creates belief. Belief fuels action. Action brings results. That's the power of autosuggestion. Chapter 4. Specialized knowledge. Learn what you need. In a world full of endless information, Napoleon Hill makes one thing clear. General knowledge is not enough. You could read thousands of books or earn multiple degrees, but if that knowledge isn't focused and applied, it won't lead to wealth or success. Hill distinguishes between two types of knowledge, general and specialized. General knowledge is scattered. It's what we learn in school or absorb casually. Specialized knowledge, on the other hand, is targeted, practical, and relevant to your goals. It's the kind of knowledge that directly contributes to solving problems, improving skills, or building something valuable. The most successful people aren't always the smartest in the traditional sense. They're the ones who master a specific field or surround themselves with people who do. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know what matters most to your mission and apply it relentlessly. Whether it's learning sales, marketing, health, coding, or money management, focus on acquiring knowledge that brings you closer to your dream. Lesson: don't just learn for the sake of learning. Learn with intention. Learn what moves you forward. Chapter 5. Imagination, ideas are the starting point of fortune. In this chapter, Napoleon Hill reveals one of the most powerful tools for success: imagination. Hill describes imagination as the workshop of the mind, the place where ideas are born and transformed into reality. Everything that exists today, from the most groundbreaking inventions to the smallest innovations, started as a thought in someone's mind. Hill differentiates between two types of imagination that play a crucial role in success. Synthetic imagination. This type is all about combining existing ideas or concepts to create something new. Think of it as taking pieces from various sources and assembling them in a way that's useful and innovative. Creative imagination. This is where true genius often begins. It involves the ability to receive original ideas or inspirations directly from the subconscious mind. Creative imagination is what leads to breakthroughs, inventions, and entirely new concepts. Hill emphasizes that ideas are the starting point of all fortunes. Every major achievement starts with a thought. Dream big, give yourself the space to imagine, and don't rush through the process. Take time to let ideas flow, and then find ways to bring them to life. Lesson: the mind is a powerful tool. Nurture your imagination, and it can lead to your next big breakthrough. Chapter 6. Organized planning. A dream without a plan is just a wish. In this pivotal chapter, Napoleon Hill emphasizes that dreams alone are not enough. Having a clear desire is essential, but without a solid plan, that dream will remain just a wish. Hill insists that organized planning is the crystallization of desire into actionable steps, the bridge between what you want and how to achieve it. Hill urges us to write down our plans, clearly define the steps we need to take, and then move into action. A plan gives you a clear direction and a framework for how to approach your goals. But it's important to remember that a plan is not set in stone. Hill highlights that failure is not the end, it's part of the process. If your first plan fails, don't give up. Adjust the plan, learn from the mistakes, and keep moving forward. Persistence is the key to success. In practical terms, organizing your plan means breaking it into manageable steps. What do you need to do today to move closer to your goal? What resources, knowledge, or people do you need? It's about taking action and taking it consistently. The true test of a plan is its execution. Be patient and flexible, but obsessed with the outcome. Lesson: a clear and adaptable plan is the foundation of success. Stay focused on your goal, but be willing to adjust your approach when necessary. Chapter 7. Decision: stop wasting time. In this chapter, Napoleon Hill stresses that indecision is one of the greatest obstacles to success. He highlights a powerful truth. Successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly, while those who fail tend to procrastinate and struggle with commitment. Indecision often stems from fear of making the wrong choice, fear of failure, or fear of the unknown. But as Hill teaches, indecision is a dream killer. It keeps you stuck in the same place, never moving forward toward your goals. Hill calls us to cultivate the habit of quick decision-making. When faced with choices, don't linger on them too long. Trust your intuition, gather the necessary information, and take action. The sooner you make a decision, the faster you can move toward your goal. And once you make that decision, commit to it with everything you've got. Commitment is the key to turning your decision into reality. The people who achieve extraordinary success are the ones who make decisions and stand by them. They do not second-guess themselves. Instead of wasting time, they focus on execution and progress. If something doesn't work out, they learn from it, adjust their approach, and keep moving forward. The most successful individuals see failure as a learning opportunity, not a setback. Lesson: the key to success lies in your ability to make decisions quickly and act on them. Stop wasting time on indecision and start committing to your choices. Chapter 8. Persistence. Keep going, no matter what. Napoleon Hill teaches us that persistence is the bridge between desire and achievement. It's the quality that separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up too soon. Every obstacle you face is a test of your persistence. Hill emphasizes that many people give up just before success arrives. The path to success isn't always smooth. It's often filled with setbacks, delays, and challenges. But persistence is what allows you to push through these difficulties and keep moving forward. Hill argues that persistent effort is required not just at the start of the journey, but throughout the entire process. Success doesn't come overnight. It's the continuous grinding effort, the ability to adapt, and the unwavering commitment to your goal that will carry you through. He shares stories of highly successful individuals who faced countless rejections and failures before they ultimately achieved greatness. The key is that they never stop trying. One of the most important lessons Hill teaches in this chapter is that persistence fuels faith, the belief that success is inevitable if you keep moving forward. When you persist, you build your inner confidence and strengthen your resolve. And in the process, you also increase your ability to recognize opportunities that others may miss due to their lack of persistence. Lesson: success doesn't happen by stopping. Keep going, no matter how tough it gets. Persist until something happens, and then persist some more. Chapter 9. Power of the Mastermind. Napoleon Hill emphasizes that no one achieves success alone. Success is a collective effort, and that's where the concept of the mastermind comes into play. Hill defines a mastermind as a group of two or more people who come together in harmony to achieve a common goal. These people share ideas, skills, and resources to help one another grow and succeed. The true power of a mastermind group lies in its synergy, the combined energy and knowledge of multiple people working together. Hill believes that two heads are better than one, but a group of dedicated individuals is even more powerful. When people collaborate with a shared purpose, their combined efforts can lead to innovative solutions, new perspectives, and breakthroughs that would be impossible alone. A mastermind group provides more than just intellectual power. It offers emotional and motivational support. The people in your group should encourage you, challenge you, and hold you accountable. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who are driven and successful will raise your own standards and inspire you to reach greater heights. In Hill's view, you rise to the level of the people you spend the most time with. By forming or joining a mastermind group, you ensure that your circle continuously pushes you toward achieving your goals and overcoming obstacles. Your success is influenced by the collective mindset and support of those around you. Lesson: surround yourself with smart, supportive people. A mastermind group multiplies your power and perspective. You rise to the level of those around you. Chapter 10. The Mystery of Sex Transmutation. Napoleon Hill introduces a fascinating concept in this chapter, the idea of sex transmutation. While the term might sound strange, it's rooted in the belief that sexual energy is one of the most potent forces within us. Rather than suppressing or indulging in this energy, Hill suggests redirecting it into creative, intellectual, and productive pursuits. This redirection of energy is what Hill calls sex transmutation. Sexual energy, at its core, is a powerful force that fuels our deepest desires and drives. When this energy is transmuted or converted, it can be harnessed to boost creativity, increase mental clarity, and enhance drive. The key idea here is that when we focus this energy on our goals, whether that's in business, art, or personal development, it amplifies our ability to focus, persevere, and stay motivated. Hill explains that some of the greatest achievers in history, people like Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, and Henry Ford, understood and utilized this principle. By redirecting their sexual drive into their work, they were able to push the boundaries of human achievement and intellect. The energy that was once spent on physical desires was now channeled into creation, problem-solving, and innovation. This idea doesn't just apply to physical relationships. It's about transmuting any form of energy that can distract you from your goals into fuel for productivity and personal growth. When done right, sex transmutation doesn't just improve focus, it builds stamina and drives us toward the greatness we desire. Lesson: channel your energy into your goals. It sharpens focus and stamina, helping you achieve your highest potential. Chapter 11: The Subconscious Mind. In this chapter, Hill explores the profound power of the subconscious mind. Our subconscious is constantly at work, picking up on everything we think, feel, and experience. It doesn't filter out anything, whether it's positive or negative. It absorbs our beliefs, fears, and desires, and then programs us to act based on what it holds. Hill emphasizes that what you feed your subconscious is crucial to your success. If you constantly focus on fear, self-doubt, or limiting beliefs, your subconscious will start to work against you. On the other hand, when you fill your mind with positive affirmations, goals, and success-oriented thoughts, your subconscious will help guide you toward that reality. The subconscious mind works like a servant that obeys commands, but only when we consistently provide the right instructions. Hill encourages us to speak success into our lives. Affirmations and visualization become powerful tools to direct our subconscious toward our desires. The more you speak success, the more your subconscious begins to believe it's true. Soon, it starts acting as if your dreams have already manifested. This process isn't about mere wishful thinking. It's about changing the internal programming of your mind. When you align your thoughts with success and focus your mind on what you want, your subconscious begins working toward achieving that vision. It drives you to take the right actions, develop the right habits, and keep you motivated even when challenges arise. Hill also stresses that the subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between positive or negative emotions, it simply acts on the dominant thoughts you give it. So, focus on nurturing your mind with positive, empowering thoughts. Lesson: speak success until your subconscious believes it's already true. Chapter 12: The Brain, a Broadcasting System. In Chapter 12, Hill takes us into the fascinating world of the brain and its ability to act as a broadcasting system. Just like a radio tower sends out signals to the air, your brain emits powerful energy. The thoughts, feelings, and beliefs you hold are essentially broadcasted into the world around you, shaping the people, opportunities, and experiences that come into your life. Hill emphasizes the idea that your brain is a transmitter, constantly sending out signals based on your dominant thoughts. Whether you're aware of it or not, your thoughts are affecting your reality. If you focus on positive ideas, success, and abundance, your brain sends out those positive signals. This is what draws like-minded people, opportunities, and situations that align with your thoughts into your life. However, the opposite is also true. If you dwell on fear, negativity, or limiting beliefs, your brain sends out those signals too. And just as a radio receiver tunes into the station broadcasting the strongest signal, your life begins to align with the negative thoughts you focus on. The people and opportunities you attract will also reflect that energy. So, how can we harness this? Hill suggests that we align our thoughts with success and opportunity, visualizing our goals, speaking affirmations, and truly believing in the outcome we want to create. The more you focus on what you want, the more you send out positive energy, which in turn attracts the circumstances and people who can help you achieve those goals. This chapter also brings up the concept of the mastermind, the idea that your brain can be amplified when you surround yourself with people who are thinking and acting in a way that's aligned with your goals. Collective thought energy creates an even more powerful broadcasting system, which enhances individual potential. Lesson: what you dwell on, you attract. Chapter 13. The Sixth Sense, Intuition as Your Guide. In the final chapter of Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill introduces the concept of the sixth sense, a mysterious yet powerful force that kicks in after you've applied all the previous principles. This sixth sense is essentially your intuition, your ability to receive flashes of insight or inspiration, often at crucial moments in your journey towards success. Hill explains that once you've cultivated faith, autosuggestion, and persistence, and you've surrounded yourself with a mastermind group, your mind becomes finely tuned. At this point, you begin to develop an inner sense or a hunch that guides you, almost like a radar, helping you make decisions or take actions that might seem like they're based on pure instinct, but are actually informed by everything you've learned and experienced up until that point. This intuitive guidance, or gut feeling, is something you'll start to notice more and more as you master the principles. It's like your subconscious mind and conscious mind begin working in harmony, sending you ideas, inspiration, and answers when you need them most. Hill calls it a form of creative intelligence or even divine inspiration. In other words, once you've put in the work, the universe or your higher self seems to offer you subtle nudges in the right direction. The key is to trust these intuitive insights. Don't second-guess them. As you continue to develop mastery in the principles of success, your sixth sense will sharpen, guiding you to make smarter choices, connect with the right people, and pursue opportunities that align with your goals. Hill reminds us that intuition doesn't come from random thoughts, but from a place of mastery and alignment. It's the final piece of the puzzle that ensures you're always moving toward your ideal life. But, as with all principles, it requires practice, focus, and a deep connection with your desires and goals. Lesson: trust the process. Intuition sharpens with mastery. Conclusion: Think and Grow Rich is not just a book, it's a blueprint for transforming your life. If you commit to even a few of these principles, you'll begin to notice a shift in your mindset, habits, and, most importantly, your results. These principles have stood the test of time, and they can work for you too. Remember, thoughts become things. Success always starts in the mind, and everything you've learned here today is just the beginning. Your journey to greatness begins with a single thought, then becomes an intentional action. If this audiobook resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more life-changing content. Comment your favorite principle below. We'd love to hear your thoughts, and let's continue growing together.